We back on. Okay, I know Phil's got to be in a meeting with state jailers here in a few minutes, so let's skip the road work request, go straight to elected officials. If you want to come give your report. Yeah.
I'll have to keep a pretty close watch on this, Judge. So.
Merry Christmas, Court.
Merry Christmas.
I know some people say Happy Holidays, but I'm all about Merry Christmas. So,
Yes, sir.
I came today to give you an update on our COVID situation at the jail. We had a notification on November the 12th that we had 2 individuals that left our jail and went to a rehab facility. One did, or a halfway house, and they tested positive upon arrival at that facility. So we immediately started mass testing and came up with 18 individuals who were positive for COVID. Having said that, none of these individuals had a high temperature, a persistent cough, shortness of breath, or sore throat. They were all asymptomatic. So just because you don't have these signs and symptoms does not mean you do not have COVID. We have 3 methods now of testing for COVID. We have the blood test, which checks for antibodies. We do the nasal swabs, like maybe some of you all have already done. And now we have an instant test. Within 15 minutes, we can tell whether you have COVID or not. So we're taking all the steps we can to combat COVID coming into our jails. Having said that, we have tested every week for the past 3 weeks. I've been tested 4 times involved. Each time comes back negative. We have tested over 140 this time, and I will report to this court that every test came back negative. So we're COVID-free at our jail
Good deal.
today.
Hey, yes.
And we'll keep up the fight, we'll keep it that way. But that's, you know, the staff has really stepped up, the medical department has really stepped up, the kitchen crew has really stepped up. Everybody has stepped up and done it, you know, getting these test results. So over 140 people tested last week, and today we know that all 140 are negative. That's all I got.
I got a question, Phil, because I just don't know. Those people, like you said, 17 or 18, had it, didn't realize they had it. If you tested for it, you have it, don't know it, do you still get over it in the 14 days, just like the people who know they got it?
If you test positive for COVID, my understanding, and talking to the epidemiologist and getting emails from them, you test positive for COVID. You can test positive even though you're not contagious up to 3 months or more. So they don't go off the test results after the 14 days. They go off of the time that you had it. And after 14 days, they will turn you loose. You're not contagious after that. But you still may test positive, because I understand that there's DNA may be left over in your sinus cavities, but you are not contagious. That's what the epidemiologist told me.
But you can't give it to nobody else that variant.
They don't consider you to be contagious.
Right, okay.
Any other questions? That's all
No,
I
it's a
got.
tough challenge, man. Appreciate everything y'all do.
Well, thank you for saying that, and we appreciate you all. And again, Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
People say Happy Holidays. Merry Christmas to me and to you all. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mary, have you got a report?
Just FYI for y'all, Madisonville is closed and will be closed for the remainder of the year. They will start back in January, so everything we have.
Okay, well, I'm having trouble hearing you. I don't know the rest of the court.
The Madisonville office is closed for the rest of the year, so anything that we have will go to Louisville. And other than that,
Did she say anything I need to know?
The Madisonville office is closed for the rest of the year.
So what now?
the Madisonville office,
Oh, okay,
so she'll have to go to Louisville
okay.
instead of Madisonville.
Okay, well, I couldn't hear it over there.
Okay, that's all you got. Thank you, Mary. Scotty, you want to go ahead and do your fee report and then we got an item of business after that, acknowledging.
So I just have my fee report for October that I need to get, or November rather, I need to get acknowledged, please, by the court.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion second to approve the fee report at the county clerk's office. Is there any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes.
Okay, and then there's certain, in our budget that we have to do on a calendar year for Department of Local Government, there's certain provisions that we have to do if there's, needs to be amendments, and what have you, that we have to move money around to where money's not overspent. It's not that we're spending the money, we just have to get it classified correctly. So, just want to let you guys know, Gabby Hayes, my bookkeeper, I'm very thankful for him and the good work he does. He keeps me out of trouble.
I color coordinated for you so you wouldn't get lost in the figures and all that. All we're doing, like Mr. Harper said, is shifting money around. It's not overspent, but the state auditor's office requires us to try to balance the budget the best we can. So what we've done, we've moved money from one account to the other line item in the budget. And if you look at the 2020 budget amendments there, I've got to add to line item, and I've got the appropriate line item that matches your budget in front of you. And then I've got from the line item, I'm taking them out of this line item and shifting them up in the appropriate line items. And if you'll notice, the amount of money on the receipts is $211,000, adding to the appropriate column, and from the appropriate column is the same amount, $211,000. Same principle as your disbursements. You've got your postage was a killer this year, as you well know. We had 2 elections, and we didn't know what was going to transpire over that, but we had to transfer money to that postage line item. Same way on disbursements. You've got $123,100 add to the line items, and right under it you got it where it's coming from. 2 amounts equal. The total overall budget on the front page is $7,061,958. Did not change. And what we're needing here is just acknowledgement of these budget transfers. Or is there any questions?
I'll make a motion to acknowledge these budget transfers as presented.
Okay, do we need to do the whole budget amendment or acknowledge the transfers first?
We can just do it at home.
Same thing, yeah.
Yeah. That motion needs to then to acknowledge the transfers and the budget amendments to the clerk's calendar year budget.
All right.
Okay, we got a second?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is there any questions then? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley,
Here.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick,
Yes. Okay, very good. Excuse me, Councilman.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Okay. Thank y'all. Okay, Steve, I know you got the budget, fee report.
That's all I have to speak for. Motion to approve the November fee report for Sheriff's Office.
Second.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, got a motion second on sheriff fee report. Is there any questions? Okay, if not, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, let's move back to, I think that's all elected official. We'll move back to road work request.
District 1, continue maintenance. Appreciate everything.
Jack, road worker.
I've got Jack's right here. Jack, you need to read yours off, Jack?
Yeah, go ahead and read it off. Thank you.
Okay. District 2 wants Mortimer Road, white lines on both sides, needed for safety, several drop-offs.
Appreciate what you do, thanks.
Okay, District 3, continue maintenance, appreciate all the hard work. I've been busy, I think.
District 4, all roads, continue maintenance. Thank y'all.
District 5, same thing. And by the way, thank you for the Liberty Church Road. I've had more comments on that since y'all done that than anything since I've been on the court. No telling how many people have either seen me, even they've been calling me, thank you. And thank y'all. Yeah, that's what people asked me, and I told them, when it's settled, then we'll pay it. Yeah.
District 6, continue maintenance. Thanks for everything. Merry Christmas to you.
Okay, y'all heard the road work. What was that?
He's just said thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, y'all heard the road work request. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve the road work request as presented.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Is there any question? Okay, not hearing any. Let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes. Okay, department heads. Jack, you want to come on up? We got put that Appalachian panel. Now, I've got the only copy of that. The total amount of dollars it looked like is $58,500, Jack.
Yes, sir.
And out of that breakdown,
It's
overtime,
Officer overtime, office supplies, and PPI money, which is confidential funds we use to purchase narcotics on the street. What that is Appalachia HIDA. You know, we got accepted into Appalachia HIDA back last summer. That's money that's we're receiving. It's a federal designation. So basically, it doesn't cost the county anything. The money has to be filtered through Logan Fiscal Court. So basically, that covers, it just offsets some of our expenses at the task force. So it's a really good thing. It just adds to our task force, and it doesn't cost the taxpayers of Logan County anything. So, but I do need y'all's approval for that, so we can get that going.
okay, what we need to do is the court, just like before, we had to upfront this money, and then we're waiting on it to be returned. And I want to make sure the court realizes that but it is, it's not like the burn jag. We get this money back a little bit quicker, the understanding I got.
Yeah, the burn jag, you know, we get the money, the county has to upfront that, and then they get it back quarterly, sometimes longer, depends on, right now in Frankfurt, everything's moving so slow because they're working remotely, but Appalachia HIDA, basically, when we spend the money on a monthly basis, Amanda sends me the amount we spend. I fill out a form, I send it to London, which is where their headquarters is, and they cut a check back to Logan County, so it's a pretty quick turnaround. So the money's not out of the bank for very long. Matter of fact, I talked to Amanda this week, she's already got some of her first payments from October.
And I'm in court.
So we've done this before, or is this, we've talked about it, but we're just not.
Well,
We
did. We got accepted in HIDA back in July, and they were already, they work off a calendar year. They put us in their last quarter, so we've been operating as Appalachian HIDA Task Force as far as receiving money since October. So the court approved a mini budget just for October through December, but that's going to expire at the end of the year, and then what you're voting on now is for all of 2021, so it'll be the last half of this budget year and the first half of next budget year, because they work in a calendar year, but it's a total of $58,000 for the year 2021.
Okay, the breakdown, if any of you interested, Jack quoted it, there's 36,000 of it go toward total overtime for the year.
Yes.
Investigation travel, $2,500, and other items is $20,000.
Yeah, yes, sir. And they also, that it doesn't even really go through the court, but they buy us equipment and stuff too, so it's a big benefit for us. They bought us, back about a month ago, they bought us a money counter, which is something we use to, when we confiscate money on the street, we'll run it through there, and it's in a national system. Like if a bank gets robbed in California and they've got their bills marked, somehow or another it's used a drug transaction in Logan County, we can run it through a system and check it. But they just gave us one of those. We haven't even got it installed yet because I'm waiting for the tech guy to come in and do it. But I think it cost about $9,000. So they gave us that. And they bought us some other surveillance equipment and some stuff that we use. So it's been a big benefit so far for us and Simpson County, because Simpson's a designated HIDA county too. So both counties in our task force are HIDA counties. So all the officers connected to our task force are now getting paid overtime through HIDA instead of the sheriff's office or the local PD having to fit the bill for the overtime. Now the HIDA's paying for it, so it's actually saving everybody a little bit of money.
Does that thing take a picture of the serial numbers in? Can you punch, I mean, does that database send?
It's one of them, you've seen them on TV, you sit the money in, it goes, slips through there, but like, say if we're gonna buy drugs on the street and we need to document our serial numbers, we'll document our serial numbers and run it through there. We do that because if we do a search warrant or something later on, we try to recover our money back. But say Nashville Metro seizes some money from a drug dealer and they run it through the counter, they're on the same system we are. So it pops up a $20 bill that we spent on the street, and we can connect those two cases. Okay. So that's how it works. It all filters back to cartels in Mexico, and it's kind of a money trail and we use it, the feds use it, so I mean, it could be even used in a larger case later on down the road, so it's pretty neat. But when I said a bank robbery, banks mark their bills a lot of times. If a bank gets robbed, the feds will put that money in that same system. That way, if it pops up somewhere along the line. Yeah. But yeah, it does it. It collects its serial number. They've had older versions of it that wasn't so good, but what they got now is pretty awesome how they do it. It's over my head. They've done it down enough where we can at least use it. So. I will want to say this ain't anything to do with HIDA, but two of my guys have had COVID. One was Logan County employee, has since recovered. He's now back to work. He's a young guy. He had a couple symptoms for a couple of days, but he bounced back pretty fast. Another guy on our task force now, Greg Beller, who's from Brooklyn City. He's currently in ICU, Logan Memorial. He's had a tough go. He's got pneumonia, so I want everybody to pray for him. So we're wishing him a speedy recovery. So.
Okay, what we need to do, we need to approve this agreement and then allow me to sign it. The reason of course, we have to do this with every agreement or contract. We have to take it to court, but I wanted the court to know how many dollars we're up front too. So
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement and allow the judge to sign it.
Second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. Now, is there any question? Okay, let's have roll call.
Davenport,
Yes.
Crossley,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Harper,
Yes.
Kyle,
Yes.
Bolden,
Yes.
Chick.
Yes.
Thank y'all, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Hope you guys get better.
Okay, Nathan?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just real quick, not much today, but I did have a litter report and a recycling report. We did have three nonprofit groups that picked up in November, 86 bags and 10 tires. And on the recycling report, we had some cardboard and a metal load. Still fairly slow at this point, but we're hanging in there. And I'm working currently with Janice right now on our RFP for our recycling center. And with the newspaper and interested companies, want to get it out to them. And the hope is for bids to be opened at the meeting January 12th for the recycling center. That's kind of our target at this point. So that's what I had. Any questions?
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Okay, Kelly, you got anything? Okay. Tom, Thomas, do you get old Tom?
Judge, we probably need to take about 7 or 8 minute break. I need to see if we can figure something out. It's still.
Okay, well, let's just take about a 10-minute break here.
Okay. Give Tom some.
Let me go ahead and do the judge's announcement. Logan County Fiscal Court will be providing lunch for county employees tomorrow on December the 9th. And there should be a copy of the trash pickup schedule for Christmas and New Year's week in your folders. And basically, what it's saying, that the week of Christmas, that all the routes are going to run one day early. The Monday route will be on Sunday, the Tuesday on Monday, the Wednesday on Tuesday, the Thursday on Wednesday, the Friday on Thursday, and no routes on Christmas Day or Saturday. And they talk like that they would advertise this in the following week. They will take off New Year's Day and run Saturday. So Saturday will be the only difference in the next week. So we thought this about the only way it would work. I think Nathan's having discussions with them about replacing that one free dump day that we're going to miss on the 4th Saturday.
Judge, has he talked any further to you about it, Pete, about that free dump day?
Do what?
Has he talked any further, Pete?
I ain't talked to him any further since you contacted him.
He wanted to go ahead and let go of that free dump day to 26, too. So that was something we wanted to work on.
So he said, what I'm proposing is that a done deal, or is he proposing it?
Well, he sent it to me and the mayor and to Nathan.
And y'all went ahead and
And
It's
we're
already
pretty
been
much
advertised.
okay to
Oh,
route.
okay. I haven't heard.
It's the dump day is what we're a little bit concerned about.
Yeah.
That was my biggest concern, because a lot of people depend on that dump day after Christmas.
Yeah.
I told him we would definitely want to get something really soon
Yeah.
after Christmas.
Okay, one other announcement. While we're talking about it, I gave y'all a copy of the contract and agreement with Wilson. We did make a few changes in that contract and agreement because there were some places left open. Y'all did approve this in the minutes, but to pay Wilson service a sum of $55,000 during the term of the contract and agreement. Payment shall be made in installments of $45.83.33 per month, with one payment being $45.83.37. It didn't calculate out to $55,000. So there'd be one payment there. And on the reporting part, we put this in there. Wilson shall furnish the Logan County not less than quarterly reports concerning status of radio system. Such reports to include issues reported, issues resolved, and work performed and action needed to improve the emergency radio system. He's supposed to do that on a quarterly basis. We did fill out the addresses, for both of us. And if you turn over the next to last page, there's a non-disclosure agreement that he'll be signing with this contract. Not to be able to disclose private information, anywhere. So if there's no question about that, we'll